Kia ora everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Ben. We're sitting out in the lounge today because I wanted you to be comfortable today because we're talking about something kind of uncomfortable. We're talking about camera confidence. I think for a lot of people, talking to a camera is a really uncomfortable thing to be doing. So here's what I want you to do first. I want you to go grab a cuppa, make yourself a coffee, grab yourself a tea, maybe a biscuit, and let's sit down and let's talk about camera confidence and how to be more natural sitting in front of a camera talking to a YouTube audience. So tip number one is to film yourself where you feel the most comfortable, and sometimes you might need to film yourself doing that activity. So at the moment we're sitting in the kitchen, obviously we're by the fireside. I've just made myself a coffee. It's a bit cold now because I let it sit there for a while, but I'm feeling really comfortable and I hope that that's coming across on camera. Sometimes you might need to film yourself actually doing an activity, stoking the fireplace, making yourself a coffee, and it's going to come across in the video that, man, you know what you're doing, you're feeling comfortable in that environment. So the person on the other side of the screen is feeling comfortable in that environment. Tip number two is it's all about practice. I've been making YouTube videos now for years. This past year, I've been making more regularly, like say every week, every couple of weeks, I've been trying to make a video. And every time I do, I feel more and more confident. It just takes practice. You get better every time you upload a video and you're talking to the camera. And also YouTube is kind of unique because you get feedback on it, and sometimes it's kind of hard. You get some kind of constructive criticism, but I think it's really important, I'm getting indigestion from my coffee, that you listen to that feedback, take it on board, but don't take it personally. Tip number three, and I think this could be the most important tip. If you're shooting on a DSLR like I am, all right, you need to set up your shot, but then if you've got one of those flippy outy screens, you need to tuck that bad boy away because we want to be talking straight down the barrel of the lens. We want to be looking right down the lens because it feels like I'm talking to you, right? Oh, sorry. If I'm looking over here and I'm looking at the LCD screen, does it feel like I'm connecting with you? No, it doesn't. Right now it does because I'm looking down the barrel of the lens and I'm talking to you. A little bonus tip here, just pretend like it's your best mate that you're talking to on the other side of the camera. I think the thing that I'm probably the most allergic to in YouTube videos is like presenter voice. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I can't stand a person like that, right? I just want to be comfortable with the person that I'm listening to, and I want to trust that like they know what they're talking about. If they're talking in the presenter voice, it's a big turn off, to be honest. Turn on the camera, set up your shot, press record, trust the process, and then talk straight down the lens of the camera. Right, my next tip number four is to be confident and to be you. And I think to be confident and to be you, you need to know what you're talking about, right? So sometimes it's really good, like I've had here, I've just had some notes on my laptop, just tucked away to the side. And so I haven't memorized every point, but I know the points that I'm gonna make. And all I need to do in between shots is like in between cuts, is glance at my notes and then remember what it is that I wanted to talk about and then deliver that point confidently to the camera. So the last tip number five that I wanted to talk about is what to do with these guys. I get the funniest comment from my mum, and that she's like, you have lovely hands. Do you think I have lovely hands? If you do, let me know in the comments down below. But I think just let your hands sometimes do a little bit of the talking. If you've got a point, say if you're talking about something in the past, you could move your hands like this, talk about the past. If you're talking about something in the future, you know, you could point and gesture to the future. If it is like, hey, I really want you to have a think about this, man, let them know with a gesture. If you're like, man, honestly, I was out and about and the smell of that place was disgusting. Every little gesture that you're doing is helping people connect with what it is that is coming out of your mouth, all right? So just let your hands do a little bit of the talking, not too much like this, because it's distracting. You can't concentrate on what I'm saying if I'm doing some spirit fingers right up in here. But it's important, you know, let your hands do the talking, but not too much. There you go. There are my 5 tips for being more confident on camera. Was there something I missed? Is there something that you find really helpful that I haven't talked about today? Drop me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, or if you've learned something or something's really connected with you, hey, please drop me a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. If you've got a video idea that you would like me to cover, please also let me know. I release polls in the community tab that you can check out, and you can vote on what you would like to see in the next video. But as always, I will see you in the next one. Ka kite anō.